Looks like we got a lot of people excited to be here. Let's do one more welcome to Moe's. Welcome to Moe's! Woohoo! Now, what I'd like everybody to think about, and this is something that'll help you as we go through today, if you can think about one person or one situation that tends to be kind of challenging to you. Might be the one you worry about, keeps you up at night. There's something that you would really like to resolve for that. And I want that to raise your level of engagement. If you could walk out of here today with some information or some knowledge about yourself or the other person that would actually bring you to some type of a resolution, that's what we're looking for you to do today. So we're hoping that everybody can. Do you think you can change people? No, pretty difficult to change people, right? Do you think you can adapt how you interact with people and influence them differently so they might choose to change themselves? Yes, and that's what we're really going to look at today. We're going to look at your management style. We're going to look at the strengths of your style and where you're great at what you do so you can leverage that and do more. We're going to look at some things about your style that maybe if you get an insight of changing it or tweaking it a little bit, it'll make a big difference for you. We're also really going to look at your crew. We're going to understand what style they are. And do you think you can manage everybody the same? Nope. The best managers manage everybody different. And what you'll find with DISC is it gives you a methodology to understand how the different styles like to be communicated with, managed, and motivated. And it'll really help you in those areas. Okay? So this is a slide I really like to show you because I believe that the group sitting in this room is the most important key to the success of the restaurant. How many of you agree with that? All right, let's do a welcome to Moe's for that. Welcome to Moe's! And here's why. This is a very simple model. And just so you know, all of the owners sitting in the other room, we've given them a packet. And this is the first thing in the packet. Because we think it's so important that they understand the reason that you're here and what we're talking about is you are the link to success and profitability for that restaurant. And here's the simple reason why. When we have engaged employees, they stay and they provide great customer service, right? And what do we know? Do people usually stay or leave because of the organization or because of the manager? It's because of the manager. Statistics show it's the relationship with the manager. So if you have an employee who has a great manager, cares about them, grows and develops them, has their best interest in mind, acknowledges them, how do those employees treat your customers? Awesome, right? And what happens when a customer experience, because of the relationship they had and the experience they had with that employee, what do the customers do? What was that? They return, right? And what were the statistics that Bruce said? They're 3 times more likely to come back, and they're 2 times more likely to refer to someone else to come in the store. And we all know that's exactly what leads to profitability. And all of that hinges on the relationship they have with the manager. For you, different than what these are. If you were really to think, what is the thing that you're most frustrated by, that's most challenging to you, what is that? And text that here, and then we're going to start to see all of the crew challenges come up. So what is most challenging to you about managing your crew? Just type it into your phone and hit send so we can see what some of them are. You, what's different? What are your crew challenges that we didn't have? Laziness. How many people have that one? You can make them race you to the kitchen and buy them dinner. Getting them from good to better. Attitude, sense of urgency. Be presentable. Attention to detail. That would drive the C's nuts, right? Motivation, teamwork, group initiative. Engaging with the guests. Conflict. Through those and highlight 3 to 5 that really stand out for you, that you wish you could share these with your supervisors, your assistant managers, else might an owner struggle with a high I? Might be all talk and not as much action behind the talk. What else might they struggle with? Yeah, the emotion sometimes is difficult. Yeah. And where might the staff struggle with someone that's too high an I? What was that? Yeah, there isn't firm leadership. And I think sometimes what I found, because I was such a high I, is that people respect you when you're able to discipline everybody fairly and at the same time, and sometimes that's hard for an I, and you actually can lose a little respect as a manager. He could see all the things that were missing before we rolled out the plan. And it took me a while, but then I went up to him and I said, I was wondering if you could do me a favor, Scott. And he said, what? I said, if I give you the project plan, will you shoot holes in it and tell me everything that's wrong with it? He goes, I'd be happy to. He goes, don't make me do that cheerleader thing that you do. So you see where the partnership can be between the two styles? There isn't a right or wrong styles. All the styles are great, and we actually need to partner with people that are different than us. I have a true belief that the person who is most frustrating, challenging, and annoying to you is the one you need the most, or the one you need to be a little bit more like the positive part of their style. So think about that as well.
That will fit on this.
All righty. Now we're going to take a disc quiz to see how well you know this information. All the C's just got really nervous. I didn't know there was a quiz for this. So which style do you think questions too much? C's, definitely. Which style talks too much? I's. Who directs too much? And who agrees too much? Very good. What style do you think cares more than others think is wise? S, very good. A lot of people say I, but it's actually the S. What style risks more than others think is safe? D's. Who dreams more than others think is practical? And who expects more than others think is possible? Very good. What did you get out of today that's going to make you take your management skills to the next level? What are some things that people got? We have a couple microphones we can pass around. Some of the D's should raise their hand because this will get you closer to cocktail hour.
I want a beer. Okay. I think just understanding my areas of opportunity so that I'm able to, when I address something that irritates me as far as a behavior with an employee, maybe seeing it from another viewpoint, whether they're I or S or C, and understanding that not everybody's a clone of me, or not everybody has the same expectations as me, or maybe they do have the same goal, just they go about getting there in a different way.
Good, great. Nice job. How was this afternoon for you? Good? Nice. Here's what I want you to think about. I want you to go back to that. I really think this group sitting in this room, you're already successful. That's why you're here. You are the most important key to that restaurant being successful. Almost everything hinges off how you manage, motivate, and communicate with your employees, because if they're engaged, they'll treat customers great, and that'll lead right to profitability. I hope you walked away with something today to understand about how to leverage your strengths more, and if there's anything you think you could tweak a little bit that'll take you to the next level, I hope that you found that today.